before the pyramids, before Sumer. Before written history itself, there were people who mastered the land, the stars, and survival. Civilizations so old, their stories blur the line between history and legend. But what if they all share a forgotten origin? A place lost beneath the ocean. This is the mystery of the world's oldest civilizations and the legend of Mu. First, we head back over 7,000 years ago to southern Mesopotamia. Here, nestled between the wild rivers and marshlands, the Ubaid people built some of the first permanent settlements along the banks of the mighty Euphrates. They tamed nature's fury, created vast irrigation systems, and built temples unlike anything seen before. Their pottery, tools, and architecture show a society organized, skilled, and thriving long before the rise of Sumer. Then, just as quickly as they appeared, they vanished. To make way for the Sumerians, who built directly on top of Ubaid foundations, erasing their memory from the landscape. Where did the Ubaid go? And how did they learn to shape civilization itself so early in history? To uncover their secrets, we begin our journey in the deserts of southeast Iran, where strange rock formations hide an even stranger secret. Buried deep beneath the sands lie the ruins of ancient cities, left behind by a mysterious civilization that thrived here 5,000 years ago. They called this place Jiroft. At its peak, it was a bustling city of master artisans. They crafted intricate jewelry and traded with distant lands as far away as India and Mesopotamia. Strange symbols found on their artifacts hint at a language we still can't decode, a lost script from a lost people. Some believe Jiroft was the legendary land of Arata, a kingdom of wisdom, gold, and secrets hidden at the edge of the known world. But just as suddenly as they rose to power, the Jiroft civilization vanished without a trace. To solve the mystery, we turn to the ancient texts for clues. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, the legendary king of Uruk searches for the secret of immortality. He journeys to the cedar forest, where he meets the gods and learns the ways of the universe. Some scholars believe the cedar forest may have been inspired by the Jiroft civilization and their advanced knowledge of the stars. But how did these ancient cultures spread their wisdom? And did they have a deeper connection to Jiroft than we realize? Next, we travel across the globe to the remote jungles of northern Australia, where ancient rainforest has stood for more than 180 million years. Here, for over 50,000 years, the Kuku Yalanji people have lived in harmony with nature. Long before any pyramid or city, they mastered the land, reading the stars, the seasons, and the signs of nature, using this knowledge to thrive through ice ages, extinctions, and time itself. Their Dreamtime stories speak of great floods and lost lands, tales passed down from ancestors who witnessed the world change in ways we can barely imagine. Through these stories, the Kuku Yalanji teach us about a time before recorded history, a time when people lived in harmony with nature, and the world was forever changed. So what does this have to do with the legend of Mu? For thousands of years, stories have circulated around the world of a great flood. In the Hindu epic Mahabharata, it tells the tale of a devastating flood that wiped out entire civilizations. In the Christian story of Noah's Ark, a righteous man builds a giant boat to save his family and animals from a world-ending deluge. And in the Babylonian story of Utnapishtim, a hero is warned of an upcoming flood by a divine messenger. Overwhelmed by the impending disaster, Utnapishtim builds a massive ship to preserve himself, his family, and pairs of every animal. As the rain pours down for 6 days and nights, Utnapishtim and his companions sail across the flooded earth until finally reaching dry land. Some believe these stories are based on real events, perhaps inspired by the end of the last ice age when rising sea levels and changing weather patterns caused widespread flooding and forced humans to adapt to new environments. Could the Kuku Yalanji people have witnessed such a flood firsthand? And did they pass down their knowledge to other cultures through their Dreamtime stories? Perhaps most intriguing is the idea that these stories may have originated from a lost civilization that predates all others, a civilization that thrived on the legendary continent of Mu. According to ancient texts, Mu was a vast and powerful landmass located in the heart of the Pacific Ocean. It was said to be a paradise on Earth, home to a civilization that achieved great heights of wisdom and enlightenment. The people of Mu were said to be advanced in science, technology, and spirituality, living in harmony with nature and each other. They had mastered the secrets of the universe and were able to harness the power of the stars for their benefit. One day, disaster struck. Earthquakes shook the land, the seas rose and engulfed the coast, and fire rained down from the sky. People fled to higher ground, but nowhere was safe. The entire continent of Mu was consumed by water and reduced to a watery grave. But the legend doesn't end there. According to some accounts, not all the people of Mu perished in the cataclysm. Some say that a small group of survivors escaped the destruction and made their way to distant shores, carrying with them the knowledge and wisdom of their lost civilization. These survivors are said to have settled in different parts of the world, including Mesopotamia, India, and Australia, where they shared their advanced knowledge with the local populations, helping them to build great cities and inspiring them to reach new heights of civilization. Others believe that Mu didn't sink beneath the ocean at all, but was hidden by it when the Earth's axis shifted, causing massive earthquakes and rearranging entire continents. Perhaps some survivors carried stories of Mu with them as they migrated across the globe, sharing their knowledge and inspiring ancient myths and legends. And maybe, just maybe, the stories of Mu lived on in the oral traditions of ancient cultures like the Kuku Yalanji, who passed down their knowledge through generations until it was almost lost forever. The theory remains a mystery. But scattered across the world are whispers, clues, and legends that tell a story of a lost civilization that predates all others. Whispers of a forgotten people who lived on the legendary continent of Mu. In Mesopotamia, we see the rise and fall of great empires, the Akkadians, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, but none remember the Ubaid. Yet their influence on shaping early Mesopotamian civilization is undeniable. They built the foundation for the world's first cities, introduced irrigation, and helped establish agriculture. Did they vanish completely, or did some flee to other lands, taking their knowledge with them? In Iran, the ruins of Jiroft continue to baffle archaeologists. What happened to the people who built such magnificent structures? Where did their advanced knowledge come from? And why is their language indecipherable if they had no descendants? Could some have survived the destruction of their homeland and carried their culture to distant lands? In Australia, the Kuku Yalanji people continue to thrive, preserving their ancient culture and traditions for over 50,000 years. What secrets did they learn from their ancestors? And what can their Dreamtime stories teach us about the world's forgotten past? Perhaps the true story of Mu lies hidden beneath the waves, waiting to be discovered. Or maybe it's buried in the sands of time, lost to history. But as we explore the world's oldest civilizations, we can't help but wonder, are we missing an entire chapter of human history? Could the legend of Mu be more than just a myth? It's time to dive into the deepest mysteries of our planet and discover the secrets of the world's oldest civilizations. Are you ready to join the adventure? Then subscribe to our channel and never miss an episode. Together, we'll uncover the truth behind ancient mysteries, lost civilizations, and the secrets of our planet's history. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to be notified of our latest adventures. Join our growing community of explorers and let's dive into the unknown.